It's 17 days for us to go cast our vote. Who are you voting for? Well, we advocate for peace. When you go cast your vote, just make sure you go home. Please do not hang around. Go home and monitor from all our networks, especially multimedia. We have the election headquarters where we'll bring you all the details on the ground, no matter where. We'll even be at the EC's office to bring you everything that is happening there. So if you want to watch on TV, we are on Joy Prime, we're on Joy News, we're on Adom TV. If you want to listen to it on radio, Joy FM, Adom FM, Asempa FM, Ishira FM. We have all of that for you. So please and please just go home and monitor from all our networks. That's our television and radio. My name is Roslyn Felly. I'm not here alone. You know, I'm here with a man, Kofi A. Ford.
That's right. Another day is here.
Added a Friday. And of course, those joining us today want to hear what they think about this allegation from the camp of the NDC, alleging that the NPP wants to rig the elections with one Brigadier General Opoku. It's a big allegation.
It is a wild one.
For me, I think that I you know, if anybody makes an allegation against you, and we've been told that, you know, our court works so well, take the person to court with immediate effect for defamation.
Right.
You know, don't sit there for people to believe.
That's if you believe that, you know, you are that. So
go to court if, you know, people are defaming you. But for the silence is raising a bit of concern. People are asking, why is he silent if it's not true? You know, because nobody can come out and just accuse you falsely without you doing anything if it's
about
false.
it, right?
Because this is big. It's a whole Ghana. And he was so bold to mention the name.
Yeah.
He didn't miss his words. He mentioned the name. So do something about it, please. Unless maybe it's true, so you are not going to do anything about it. And that's what the people are saying. That's not from us. That's what the people are saying. Maybe he's kept quiet because it's true. Well, this segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still and still phone prepare for you. Whatever gadget you're looking for, mobile phones, television sets, CCTV cameras, don't worry at all. We've got you covered. All you need to do is to take the number on the screen and call us, or you can download the app on your phone, which is Franco Trading app, or visit our website, www.francotradingenterprise.com. Franco Trading Enterprise, still and still, phone, papa papi. Kofi?
Rosalind, we've got our newspapers, and just like we do every day, definitely going through them to find out exactly what the dailies are talking about. So we'll start with Daily Graphic. On the front page, it says the president inaugurates 80 education projects. That's a story that you can find on page 3 of the Daily Graphic. And, well, of course, in short, you can find President...
How many projects have been inaugurated, inaugurated this year? No, I mean this week. Oh. I just want to know.
Well, we know this one.
We know
and then we know the flower pot.
And there was another one that I think, the BOG.
I think that happened yesterday.
Yeah, so this week. So the BOG
so
also it has happened. And there was another one that I think I saw. I've forgotten which
This is the season of inaugurations,
The week of.
Oh, the week of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The week.
More like.
I see.
Anyway, yeah, so that story is on the Daily Graphic. There's an interesting story on page 11 that says EC destroys defective ballot papers for Ahafo and Volta regions. I don't know if you've gone through that story, but I'd like to take just a couple of lines from there, what it means by EC destroying the flag. Okay, so it says the Electoral Commission, EC, yesterday afternoon destroyed defective ballot papers printed for the Ahafo and Volta regions for the December 7 presidential and parliamentary elections. The ballot papers were destroyed at the Adepa Waste Management Center near Nsawam in the eastern region. The ballot papers became defective due to serialization errors encountered during the printing process. Wow. How did it happen? But anyway, that's the story that you find on page 11.
Yesterday we spoke about it briefly, and for this, the NDC has not been too happy about it because they claim, you know, these places are their strongholds. And so why is this, you know, not happening in another stronghold,
Right.
another stronghold, like the NPP stronghold that you see, or the Ashanti region? Or why is it not even happening in a neutral place? Like,
right.
you know, Greater Accra is neutral,
Yeah.
Central is neutral. Why their stronghold? That is what is making them raise eyebrows. But you know what? It could be really, really genuine that, you know, there's this mistake and so it has to happen. They need to correct the errors. But the unfortunate thing is that it happened in the stronghold of the NDC.
And so it's, they're alarmed, I guess.
They are very alarmed about it.
Anyway, what do you have?
Well, I have the Daily Searchlight newspaper. It's my first newspaper, the Daily Searchlight. Scandal. Mining companies engage in widespread human rights abuses, says report. Oh, wow. Court to deliver judgment on J.B. Dankwa Adu's murder December 4th. This has been lingering on for a very long time.
It's very sad. Sometimes I even think it's pathetic. You know, that, you know what they say about the wheels of justice grinding really slow but surely. But sometimes it's just too sad in Ghana. So, I mean, like you rightly said, this is something that we should have been done and over with at this time. So, yeah, but let's see. So when is it?
So it's on the 4th of December. That's
Okay.
when we are going to hear the judgment on, on Daniela Siedu, a.k.a. Sexy Dondon.
Anyway.
Well, ladies use police service, an officer and AG over brutality. I think that, let me read a bit on it. I'm very interested in it. I'm very, very interested. You know why?
Tell me.
Because, you know, sometimes some people in the uniform feel they are above the law. And so I'm not saying all, some, they abuse people without even thinking that we have laws that protect the people.
Right.
And so this is what it reads. It says that Judith Yakuma, who lost part of her ear during a police investigation into an alleged robbery, has filed a lawsuit seeking 15 million Ghana cedis in damages for human rights violation. Her lawyer, Mr. Andrew Kate, has sued the Ghana Police Service, Corporal Clement Supoto, the officer involved, and the Attorney General as the legal representative of the government. The defendants, including the AG, have 8 days to respond to the suit or judgment may be rendered in their absence. Kuma is seeking 6 million for human rights violation committed to the GPS and its employee, plus an additional 3 million Ghana cedis for false arrest, assault, and battery. She's also claiming 3 million for negligence by the GPS, that's the Ghana Police Service, and another 3 million for violation of her fundamental rights and the Torturous Act she suffered.
It's in
Way
right
to
order.
go, darling.
Yeah.
Way to go. Way
It's
to
in order.
go. It's about time. It's about time we actually have, you know, some of these police people know that the uniform is not about the law. See, sometimes they meet you and the way they even speak to you just because you're in uniform. I remember I had an encounter with one young lady, and she was like, "Can I just mean Tobida?
Hey.
Can I just mean Tobida?" I just stood there and I watched it. Yo, what cast were you feel? Guess what, Kofi? Guess what? So, about 2 weeks, we exchanged contact. I managed to calm her down. 2 weeks down the line, this girl calls me. Madam Patron, pesa me kwaje visa, obe to me abom go 300 Ghana.
Really? The same person?
I don't know where she is today. The same
Wow.
person. The same person. And there's somebody who was like really insulting me. So you see, sometimes they have to know that the uniform doesn't make them above the law.
Yeah. I mean, nobody is insulated. Nobody is above the law. Nobody. No, and I find it quite interesting when people forget this very simple but basic fact that nobody is above the law. I mean, let's do right by ourselves, no matter where you work.
There are some nice police people out there, though.
There are.
Yeah, there are some nice police. And you know, those who are nice are nice. And those who are horrible, oh my God, I had another encounter with one guy, very young boy, you know, he's called Infum, and I kept his name for a reason. He's called Infum. And I remember talking to this boy was screaming at me, and this boy is probably like, he was a new recruit.
Okay.
He was like 21 or 20, or probably even 19, because they're new recruits are quite
Right,
young.
right.
I looked at him, I said, wow, just because you're in uniform, you can disrespect me, Hey, madam, go away. I was like, wow. And he's called in Fum. Yeah, I picked his name for a reason. It's been like almost a year.
In Fum, wherever you are,
Yeah,
come out.
very rude boy. He's part of the special force that, IGP Dampari put together. He's a young man. He's called in Fum. Very rude boy.
Wow.
So some of them are so rude and some of them are really nice.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, I personally know quite a number of them that are like really, really nice. Some of them are really helpful, especially when you need them.
Yes,
You know?
very.
So, yeah, the bad seeds, please. You know, my grandfather was a policeman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's nice. I guess your grandfather was a nice man.
One of the nicest.
Yeah.
One of the nicest. I mean, I've said this time and again, he's one of the 6 policemen that Kwame Nkrumah started the Kwame Nkrumah Institute of Ideological, with, at the time.
Okay, that's nice.
So maybe I should have become a policeman.
Well, maybe you should. And what happened?
Maybe I just don't want to be in the force
service?
or in the service. And I say that because, I also have, links with the army. So, I don't know. Maybe all I wanted to do was sing, but I could have sung in the army as well. In police.
Today.
Please.
The army has a band, so if you wanted to join, even the police has a band.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to join, you could have still, harnessed your talent there.
But it's never too late.
Join. No, it's too
I'm
late.
thinking of...
They have age limits. What
19, can't I join? But you are 16,
No,
right?
I'm 25.
Oh, wait, last week you were 19.
No, I'm 25. I've been 25 for the past
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought as much. I thought as much.
Anyway, so still on this Daily Searchlight newspaper, NDC NPP have neglected Krofro market, says Alan Sherman Singh. And yesterday I was telling, everybody about the concert that Movement for Change is about to have. Let me see if I'll find a concert here. And, it's quite interesting. For me, I love the fact that they are having a concert. I do. I love it. It's a good thing. We've seen almost all political parties do it. It's just the small political parties that hardly do it. But the major political parties, they do it. The NPP do it. The NDC do it. When the NDC was in power in 2016, they even used Chatawale.
Right.
The NPP also in 2020, I think, who did they even use? I've forgotten. I think they also used Chatawale, so they all do it. Now, this time, Movement for Change has also decided to do it. My only issue with Movement for Change is that for everybody who is a Ghanaian, we know where the stronghold of Movement for Change is. Even if he gets, the numbers, where everybody knows his numbers will come from is the Ashanti region.
Right.
So why will you come to Greater Accra to do your program?
Yeah, because they're probably trying to recruit new members.
How many days to elections?
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
You think so?
Yes.
Really?
Listen, Kofi, more than 90% of people have made up their minds already.
Yeah, but...
Nothing today will change their minds.
Oh, are you sure?
Do you remember how the NDC commissioned the Circle Interchange at the 11th hour? What happened?
Well...
People don't make their minds when it is the 11th hour.
Some people.
Oh,
I think some people
that's
also
why I said 90%. So maybe there's just about 10% who will say, "Oh, you've done this. Okay, I'm voting for you."
But there are people that sell. There are people that sell their votes. Their
Even
votes
as
for
of the
t-shirts.
time that the NDC decided to inaugurate the international airport, the Kotoka International Airport, at that time, because of the timing, people still did not vote for them because people were not happy. They said, "What? You come to woo us with the airport? We are not happy about it." So people have made up their minds. And so if you want to do something, rather go to your stronghold and let the people know that I am for you.
No, but what happens to, those that are not in the stronghold areas?
No, you see, it's easier for you to have the people that are for you come on board than to convince somebody who is not for you at the 11th hour.
Well, I don't think the timing is such a big deal because
Timing in elections is everything.
No, but with concerts, that's my argument.
What is the concert about? It's supposed to get people to love you more.
Exactly.
At this time?
No, but what else could he have used?
Yeah, I'll come and dance.
What else could he have used? He's not been, a presidential candidate before. He's not been in power before. So the first question is, what are people even going to, vote for him for?
Well, people are going to vote for him based on the fact that he has policies. He has brought his policies.
Exactly.
He has laid down his policies. But
and he's been talking about the policies for some time.
He's been talking about the policies.
Exactly.
Now, you even as you're saying it, and you're talking about your policies, I pick a newspaper and you still talk about Ashanti region.
Mm-hmm.
You still talk about the fact that NDC and NPP have neglected a part of Ashanti region.
Mm-hmm.
You want Ashanti region's votes, but you're doing this here in Accra.
Maybe they will do a second one in Ashanti region.
We are waiting for that.
Maybe. We never know the plans of the movement for change.
Okay.
Besides, they stand for change. So let's see. Maybe there will be some changes in the 12 hour.
Okay, we hear you. All right, that's it for the daily.
All right, so let's go on to the Republic Press. Okay, so it says on page 3, there's a story on page 3 that is featured on the front page. It says election security on high alert. Parties meet top shots ahead of elections. And I think this is a very, very important story. Look, Rosalind, there's one thing that we've been preaching every 4 years. Every 4 years. Peace, security, peace, security, peace, security. So, I mean, if this meeting has been held, then I think it's in the right direction. What do you think?
I think that is in the right direction. I agree with you 100%. I was just hoping that we'll have the political parties agree to sign the peace pact. I don't know why this time around they have decided not to. But either way, the security aspect is very, very important.
Yeah.
You know, as security people, from security background, we know what security means to us.
Yeah,
And
security.
so security is everything for us, you know, from security background. So I think it's a good thing.
Okay. On page 4, it says commissioning of projects not to bait voters. That's what Kojo Opon Kroma is saying.
Yeah, because they know that this 11th hour is not to bait. They know people have made up their minds and people are voting on policies. There's actually a poll that came out and, you know, most Ghanaians who were asked said they are voting based on policies. And so they know. I don't think the NPP is actually commissioning all these projects because of votes. So they know those who vote for them will vote for them. Those who want to...
Okay, so then the multi-million-dollar question is, why haven't these projects been commissioned earlier? Why weren't they commissioned earlier?
Well, that's the same question that I asked. You know, I asked...
And if it's not for votes, because, I mean, let's not sit here and kid ourselves. Both parties, NDC, NPP, and any other party, know very well that we always say this, that, you know, we don't commission projects to bait people. But trust me, there's a good number of people who also fall for these things. And that's just what I was saying now.
You see, the thing is
there are
that,
people that, I mean...
Kofi, I agree with you on a certain level that there are people that will fall for it. Probably about 10% will fall for it. But you see, we've seen history repeat itself. And I did mention it this week, that in 2016, we saw the NDC commissioning projects just some few days or some few weeks to elections. Or a few months to elections. We are seeing the NPP repeat the same trend. Now, when the NDC did it, they lost. People were not wooed by what they did.
Right.
People were not wowed by what they did. People were not amazed by what they did. People voted them out. And now we are seeing, so the same question you're asking, and that's what I'm saying that, yes, maybe it is not to woo the people. But unfortunately, there will be some people who also sit down and say, oh, you want to woo me, eh? You waited all this while. You are now commissioning projects so that I'll vote for you. You understand? So,
I do. I get you.
Anyway, I think we have our first.
Yeah, we do. We have Sulemana on the phone. Hello, good morning, Sulemana. Can you hear us? Hello? Hello, Sulemana. Can you hear us? Okay. Please unmute and speak to us, Sulemana. Hello? Okay, Sulemana is not speaking to us. But yes, if you're watching us right now and you want to join in the conversation and share your thoughts with us, especially on the NDC's allegations that the NPP are plotting and planning to rig the 2024 December polls, then hey, get on Zoom and speak to us. You can see the ID over there. Just get when you call us, please make sure that you unmute and speak to us. Make your point known to us, and let's have a very decent conversation this morning on Prime Morning. Rosalind?
Yeah, Kofi. So, yeah, I think you were on another topic. So, we're just talking about the project.
The commissioning of the projects.
I just wish that, like you said, why now? Trust me, there are so many Ghanaians who are asking this. And I always say that Ghanaians are very discerning. And they'll be asking the question, why now? Of course, there'll be about 10% that you'll be able to, but maybe they are not doing this for the votes.
Just maybe. We never know. Maybe they are doing it for the votes. Maybe they are not doing it for the votes. All right, let's go over to the phones and speak to Sulemana. Sulemana, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing, my brother?
Well, I'm doing good.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you.
Oh, thank you.
All righty. So share your thoughts with us.
Okay, good morning once again. Before I start my submission, I want to send my greetings to my MP, who is Wimbekpa, that's Savlo MP, Savlo constituency, and to greet the great comrade, that's Alhaji Bungur Bushele. You see, when this issue of the serial numbers came out, we were told that is impossible, that it cannot happen, that you can see the serial numbers being jumped from one another to other. So with this one, they were having some training concerning on the election day, how you are to calculate the number of ballot sheets. And they were using the serial numbers. So we tried to ask, then what happened if, let's say, they are saying that they are bringing the booklet, which is 100 sheets. So in case of the jumping of the serial numbers, how sure are you that the booklet is 100 sheets? Or less than or more than? So all this thing is just about eye-opening. We just have to open our eyes and make sure that the right things are done so that the peace we are enjoying will continue. Thank you very much.
All righty. Thank you, Sulemana, for sharing your thoughts with us on the issue of serialization on the ballot papers that have been destroyed by the EC. Rosine, you heard Sulemana, right?
Yeah, so like I said, it's just, I think everything is about timing. And sometimes when there are allegations your way, try and prevent people from believing those allegations. It's your acts or your actions that will make people believe whatever allegations that people are bringing your way, my issue is to do with the foot soldiers. How are the foot soldiers going to react to some of these things?
Yeah.
That's where I have a problem. Because the discerning ones might not be foot soldiers, might. I'm not saying the foot soldiers are not discerning, they are very discerning. But there could be some people who are not foot soldiers and they are discerning, so they will not join.
Right.
But there could also be some foot soldiers who are not discerning. And how are they going to act? So we have to really be very careful.
Very valid questions,
Anyway, we have Sulemana joining us. Hi, Sulemana.
Very careful. Very valid questions.
Oh, Karim, kindly lower the volume on your television set and unmute yourself for us. Hello, Karim.
So for us.
All right. Good morning, Karim. How are you? Please lower the volume on your television set.
Hello.
Hi. Now
Can you hear?
No, you actually have the television set sound on, and so we struggle to hear you. All right, so we'll have to pick Karim again, but Ghana Network will show you, Pepe. And you'll still be buying the data. As your network is breaking, your data is running.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know, of course.
Yeah.
And it's limited as well.
Could show you, Pepe, Ghana. 5G, when is it coming?
No, it's been launched, so let's see. And I'll try even there for you.
See, I was going to say, we're here. We started using, which one did we say we using, Pope? It was something, I forgot what it was.
Before, you mean before 4G?
Yeah, before 4G.
We had the 3G.
No, before 3G. We had something. There was a two. I know there was a 2G.
Yeah.
Was there? There was a G. There was an E. Good.
Yeah.
There was an E. Then it came to the G.
Yes.
Then it came to the 2G.
Yes.
Came to 3G.
3G.
Came to 4G. Hey, see, the 3G self was better than the 4G. Hey, it is well. It is well. Master Planner from Tuna Solar. Hello. Hi, Master Planner.
Kintampo.
Oh, you are joining us from Kintampo. Okay, talk to us. Okay, so today it looks like the 4G is showing us, Pepe.
Let's try the 5G. Guys, if you have the 5G, just try it.
Nobody, who has the 5G?
Oh, some people have.
They have it?
Yeah.
How did they get it?
Find out. Some people have it.
In Ghana, yeah. See, I can actually go somewhere and my network will cut. I'm like, wait, are we not in Ghana?
It's terrible if your network cuts when you get to your home. You understand?
You know,
Like, from the comfort of your home, you can't enjoy the
See,
internet.
there's a part of my bed that I can't enjoy the internet. So I have to position myself either in that particular way if I want to enjoy the 21st century.
But don't worry. I mean, I think when the 5G comes, I mean, all these.
This is 4G. This one is 4G.
4 is not so strong.
When 4G was coming, do you remember when 4G was coming? They said we are going abroad. We are going global. This is we. It is well.
I know. Right?
It is well. Any more from the newspaper?
Yeah, there's a story on page 6. 2 Supreme Court justices who dismissed Afenyomakin's case explained their decision. That's a story that you find on the Republic Press on page 6. You want to find out. Rosen, I don't know if you're interested in, their reasons, but it says, Chief Justice Gertrude Saki Tokonu has emphasized the importance of prioritizing competency over all other considerations, especially by women leaders, to ensure excellence, effectiveness, and fairness in their role. Speaking at the Women in Leadership in the Public Sector Conference in Accra, she stated that her success in various positions, including her current role as Chief Justice, had been driven by competence. Let me try and jump to paragraph 4. Okay, rather paragraph 5. She says, no decision that I have ever made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but the knowledge of the law. Yeah, she said that, stressing that the law must be upheld without bending to public pressure. Okay. Anyway, so that's one story on page 6 of the Republic Press. I think that will be it for the Republic Press.
The Ghanaian Times newspaper is the next newspaper. The Ghanaian Times. A security expert cautions against influx of firearms into the country. You know, that firearms that were seized, I've just said that I wish that they will put a face to it for us to know who's behind it,
right?
You know, because people have started this agenda on social media, on TikTok especially, and people are, putting faces to it. Is an allegation. One particular political party will say, oh, is this person who brought it? Then the other political party who says, is this person who brought it? And I love the fact that this time around, the police is saying that they're going to be transparent. I love that. And so I'm pleading with IGP Dampari to put faces to it, if possible, so that this propaganda thing will stop.
It really needs to stop.
I always say that for anything to start, it's going to start from the foot soldiers. And if a foot soldier sees that, they put maybe Kofi Hayford is for the NPP, or no, they say PMC. Kofi Hayford's face is on there, and maybe I'm CPP and my people don't like it, they'll come for you.
Right.
If they put my face on there and I'm CPP and your people too think, hey, so CPP has brought arms, they'll come and fight us.
Right.
So put a face to it. Probably is a neutral person.
It could be.
Anyway, so Issa Mohammed has joined us. I'm hoping 4G will behave himself. Issa Mohammed, good morning.
Good morning.
Wow.
How are we? We are fine. But 4G is teaching us a lesson this morning.
Okay. Let me use this opportunity to greet my member of parliament for Ejima Queen's constituency. The majority that Dr. Kesatuba he's been doing a great job to serve the people of Ejima Queen and Ejima constituency. The issue of sterilization okay, recently did not anywhere but things make people think in a different way concerning the elections that we are going into. The posture of EC over the past few years, some of us, the idea, they are not going into this election serving as a referee. Look at how people were appointed in the East. People politically motivated appointed to the East. Look at the machines got they came, no machine is missing. And later came to tell us that those things were only a laptop and stuff. You see, a whole lot of issues are going on that it is not so in this context of elections that we have. The NDC could expect that citizens will cast votes and that we shall be very, very, very vigilant so that none of the votes that the good people of Ghana will cast for His Excellency John Dramani and the various parliamentary candidates will never be, and they will be accounted for, and we will be vigilant at the polling station. As you were saying this, means that many Ghanaians have made that very true, because it is really shocking that when you look at the way rising, look at utility bills, they promise that these things will come down. Look, even common prices of a chip, MTN chip, before you get an MTN SIM card. When you come to my village, Bremen is here, you would have to pay, or by the time you finish, you would have paid 80 Ghana cedis to get MTN SIM card. Is it not shocking? Something that during Mohammed's time, you could use just 2 cedis to get a cheap MTN SIM card. And even with that, it has some credit on it. So all these things point to the fact that we are heading to the wrong direction. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is an economic risk kid, has now diverted from being an economist to a digital man.
All right, thank you. Your time is up. All right, thank you very much. Your time is up. But is it true? I haven't bought a SIM card.
Well, I haven't bought one in a while as well. But 80 Ghana cedis, I can't say. I can't speak to that.
Yeah. If it's true, let us know. I don't know if there's anybody out there who has experienced it. I want to know.
I don't think it's even official. Maybe someone had to go through some sort of a process.
So that's why I want to know if it's true.
And make certain payments.
So they tell us the process that they had to go through, because I'll be surprised.
To know that it cost 80 Ghana cedis.
Come on, I was buying it at 1 Ghana. I got my SIM card for free. You know, at a point they were giving it at 1 Ghana. Yeah. That's, you know, the people with the yellow kiosk back then. Yeah. I don't see them again though. Where are they?
I don't know. I think some of these people have been just, you know.
Because there were a lot of yellow kiosks on the road when you're driving. So I just stop and I say, and they'll register your SIM for you and everything. Yeah. You know, so and it was 1 city. We have Akisme. Please speak, Akisme.
Okay. Good morning, Akisme.
Good morning, my brother, Kofi Hayford.
Yes, how are you doing?
Please, I'm doing great, and you?
I'm very well. Thanks a lot for asking. Your thoughts on matters this morning, share with us.
Yeah, I like your beer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Commander Barry, please, good morning.
Please, good morning, Honorable Akisme. How are you?
Please, I'm doing well, and you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Send my regards to your husband, please. You know, Black Kofi Hayford.
Yes, sir.
2024 election is critical moment of Ghanaian democracy. We must ensure that the electoral process is transparent and free and fair, because NPP acts as if they want to steal the election. That's why the NDC have see it already. And you are claiming somebody doing allegation about the MTN SIM card, about 80 cedis. My brother, it's true.
Really?
Earlier, it's 100 cedis.
Really? Where do you live?
Please, I'm living in Seshubekwa town, not Seshubekwa village. Me, Seshubekwa town.
Wow.
And I want the office, not the blue kiosk or yellow kiosk. I went to the office. I have evidence. Me, about 2 weeks ago, I wanted to get a SIM card to my sister. I bought it 100 Ghana cedis in myself.
Normal SIM card or?
Normal SIM card, rapidly. And it is not like maybe somebody wants you to do politics against the president. It's true. That's why I mentioned my name. My name is Honorable Akisimi Sechubekwai. Okay. And everybody knows me in Sechubekwai. So it's true. Wow. The way the NDC have know that the MPP can steal election is true because anytime the MDC would attack the EC that the EC want to steal the election and the MPP are come to defend the EC. Me, I want to know the MPP is spokesperson for the EC or what? If you don't have any bad intention or want to steal it, or somebody want to take the EC to do a free and fair election, and you from another party come across and defend the EC. So I'm pretty on Ghanaians that in 7th December, when everybody want to vote for John Dramani Mahama, and the vote is more, the MPP and the EC can't steal the election. So everybody should go and cast their vote for John Mahama, vote number 8. God bless you, Black Coffee.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us. That's very interesting. Confirmation of the first claim that it cost around.
I'm too surprised. I think I'm beyond surprised. I think I've gotten to the shock level. Is there anything like shock priced? Yeah, because like SIM card, 100 cities, 80 cities. Why? Why?
Maybe Ghana has been restored to what it used to be. SIM cards used to be very expensive.
Oh my God! You got me with that one.
I want to laugh like the president.
So laugh at Abdullahi, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine and I'm not fine.
Talk to us. Why are you not fine and why are you fine?
Yes, because this is national TV. And you allow Akisme and my other guy to just call and make wild allegation about MTN like that. In any case, MTN is a private company. It's
nobody mentioned any network, my brother. Nobody mentioned any network. They said a SIM card. Yes, my SIM card is for MTN, my brother. Please. You are rather making very wild allegations, and so would ask you to desist, please.
Okay. So a SIM card.
Yes. SIM card, there are about 4 different networks in Ghana.
Okay. So no problem. SIM card. It doesn't matter any network.
It matters.
I went and replaced my SIM, and I paid 10 Ghana cedis for the SIM. Is it not surprising to you yourself that they will sell a SIM card at 80 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis? And like I said, in any case, this is private companies. So if a private company decides to sell its commodity at a particular price, what does that one got to do with government? But that is not the issue for your discussion this morning. I just wanted to respond to that. But
so the issue here is that I get where you're coming from. But I've said it time and again about the fact that your experience could be different from somebody else's experience. Maybe you went and you got it for 10 Ghana cedis. The person called. I haven't. So wait, please. I haven't gone to get it, and I don't know what is on the ground. That's what we said. Immediately, the first gentleman said it. I was surprised. I said, "Really, is this true?" And I asked Kofi.
Yes,
Kofi said he hasn't experienced it, and we said if it is true, that would be very surprising. Akisme called and also said, "Well, this is experience for you. Your experience is 10 Ghana cedis, so everybody's sharing their experience, and I think it's just a fair ground for we the presenters that we don't know if it's true or not. We cannot ascertain that it is true, so we will say that we will find out the truth. Okay."
I agree with you.
Fantastic.
On this.
Thank you. Please continue.
So you see, the reason for which they are talking about is 80 cities or so. No? You see, when you go to the MTN places to replace your SIM, the crowd there, it can take you more than 4 days and you are not able to do. And so if somebody inside wants it faster, like you are in hurry, then you link up with somebody who is inside and the person will charge you at a particular amount and then you pay. That is not the required amount they take. So if they are making that conversation, they should make it, because I was offered that opportunity and I declined.
Okay.
I rather opted to go and very early, as at 5 a.m. I was there and took number. After taking the number, I excused all the crowd that were there and I went to school and taught. Then around 10 o'clock or so, I came back and joined the line and replaced my SIM for 10 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. In fact, I'll not respond to any NDC MPP issue again. This alone, this education alone is enough.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Very grateful that you joined us. Well, so it's a platform for you to be able to tell us what is really on the ground. So if you experience it as 10 Ghana cedis, it's fair enough to tell us. If you also experience it at 100 Ghana cedis, it's fair enough to tell us. We are all learning here. And so I think that maybe Monday, today is a very busy day for me. Maybe Monday, I'll try and go to either of the offices. I'm not going to say I'm going to MTN or I'm going to Telecel or I will go to either of them and see how much it'll cost for me.
But I think maybe he wasn't listening well, because I think I mentioned that I haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
But even if it cost 80 cedis, it's probably because they paid some monies to certain people.
Well, Master Planner, who said that he experienced it at 80 cedis, has joined us again. So probably we should pick him.
Okay.
Hi, Master Planner.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, no, you didn't tell us that you experienced it, though. But your network earlier was not too good. So welcome back.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Talk to
I
us.
hope you are all fine.
Very well.
Nice. Let me say a special good morning to my production team. They are doing a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then before I proceed, let me say a good morning to my municipal chief, Honorable Isaac Bafamio, popularly known as Ola. I know for the first time in the history of Kintamponov, he will represent Kintamponov as Member of Parliament on the ticket of MPP. MPP has never won that seat.
Oh, wow.
But this year, we are hoping that we'll set history in Kintamponov constituency. And let me say good morning to my CEO, Honorable Kofi Balajapon, YEA CEO, and then Kofi Ofosun Kansa, NIEP CEO. My good friend, while Dr. Baumia and the MPP are campaigning, former President John Dramani Mahama and his NDC are also complaining. Why should you think the EC will rig election at this moment? What shows? Let me read this thing to you. It's from Daily Guide Network, January 14, 2020. Former President John Dramani Mahama speaking. EC can't rig elections.
Oh, I think again 4G has done its thing. 4G has taken it away. It's given us a G.
4G to G? Wow, that's...
Oh, but that's what it is. I mean, if it goes as G or E.
Anyway.
But sometimes get E?
Yeah, I think so. But I think E normally comes when...
Your network is off.
No, I normally experience it when there's an incoming call.
Okay.
So
no, I don't experience it when
it's
there's incoming call. I can be there, no, I get E. I'm like, Okay, Master Planner is back.
Okay, thank you. Let me continue from there.
Okay.
I said, while Dr. Baumia and then MPP are campaigning, former President John Dramani Mahama and his NDC are complaining. Daily Guide Network, 14 January 2020. Listen to what former President John Dramani Mahama said. EC can't rig elections. That's former President John Dramani Mahama talking when he went to a program. I think that is in NBS television during an interview in Uganda. He went to Uganda after the 2020 election. NBS television. He was telling them that Ghana has a robust system, the Electoral Commission. So an Electoral Commission in Ghana cannot rig election for anyone. That is former President John Dramani Mahama. So when he travels outside, what he says is different. But when he comes to Ghana, because he earlier on told us that when election time is up, we tell lies more and we tell the truth more. So he comes to Ghana and lies to Ghanaians. But when he goes outside, he paints a picture that Ghana is a democratic country. So we are pleading with Ghanaians. The EC cannot rig election, according to former President John Dramani Mahama. If you know the EC is going to rig election, you told us that you are going to buy a tie for your polling agents. You are going to choose lawyers as polling agents. Why are you crying that EC will rig election for you? Going into 2024,
right. Your time is up, though.
We are going. Let me land here, please. You said Ghanaians are going to vote based on policies. It's not about EC rigging election. And the projects we are commissioning is not because of elections. We've already commissioned so many projects. This one
example,
80 projects in a day. It has never.
All right. Thank you very much. Your time. Unfortunately, I've made you speak beyond your time. I think he's done about close to 5 minutes, right?
I see him as a future communicator for the NPP.
The NPP, yeah. Anyway, so you see, the issue is that it's 17 days to elections, and I know that most people have made up their minds. The policies are definitely one of the main reasons why people vote for a political party. And I believe that, the policies have been well explained to almost everybody. It might not be everybody, but almost everybody. And for that, people know who they want to vote for. And so we don't know who's winning, though. Anyway, I think we have somebody else.
Yeah, we have Max on Zoom. Max, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, boss.
How are you doing, Max?
By God's grace, I'm doing well, and you?
I'm very well. Thanks a lot for asking.
Yeah. Yes, I'm calling from Cape Coast.
Okay.
Yes, I have two issues. One is just to confirm about the SIM card purchase.
Okay.
You see, when the other guy called, he said that he replaced his 10 cedis. We are not talking about replacement. Replacement is different from when you are buying. So let me say that I have had experience of buying it, and include the registration, everything, 80 cedis.
Wow.
In less than 1 month ago. So it's becoming too worrying. Yes.
Okay.
So it's becoming sad when people have had this experience, then somebody will come and say that on one breath, he said that even if they are selling it higher than that, it is private entity. And on another breath, he said that it is not true. So I don't get his point. His argument has fallen flat in the voice of a police officer. Thank you. Then the second one has to do with the elections, allegations, and amongst other things that people are going through. What I know for certain is that people will vote for change. People will definitely vote for change. And no matter what the MPP will do, and some of the sponsored state institutions, we are ever ready to ensure that the police, the ballot are actually protected, and the real sovereign will of the people will be manifested. Though we have gone through a lot of ordeal in the past 8 years. In fact, it has been a horror movie. And nobody wants to continue with such a ruling that, in fact, somebody will go and invest $58 million in a hole. Not that there is something meaningful there, just a hole. And I don't think somebody will just go and look at his tax being used in that particular hole without any kind of value for money. Then we'll still go and queue and say that they are going to vote for somebody who is even worse than another. So we are saying that people will vote for change. People will continue to ensure that their ballots are being protected. After voting, you stand some 100 meters away from the polling center and observe whatever is going on. Then at the end of the day, when ballots are being counted, you observe, you ensure it is actually recorded the way it was declared at the polling station and not any other thing. The military man who warned that nobody should be around there, that is not accurate. You can only be there from some meters away from the polling center. So if you come to see people there, you say you want to beat them just because you've seen them around the... In fact, Ghana is not in his mouth. We all have the electoral laws at our disposal. So let us not entertain fears. What I know is that let us continue with the good work. The policy, the Women's Development Bank is coming to save a lot of people
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I think you've made your point. It's like a 61 points, but thank you very much for calling us from Cape Coast, and that's another experience. I'd like to focus on the SIM card issue. It doesn't, seem to be what we decided to talk about, but it's an experience that's
like I said, I will, and I'm hoping that they won't be able to recognize me, and they will tell me the original price. Sometimes when they recognize you, they won't want to tell you the original price.
Right.
So I want to get there. Maybe I'll send somebody.
I think that works.
Yeah, maybe I'll send somebody and have proof to that. Anyway, Nab, hi. Nab, kindly unmute yourself for us.
Hello, Roslyn.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And good morning to Hayford.
Good morning.
Please, I trust that you are all doing well.
We are.
Yeah, we thank God. First of all, let me say good morning to your producers and also those backroom staff who are making sure that the program runs smoothly. Before I end, I delve into my submission. First of all, let me say a very good morning to Obatampa Nanama Topia Siamaiji, who is the parliamentary candidate for Okankwe North constituency, and also lawyer Michael Kwe Jr., who is also parliamentary candidate for Domi Kwabenya. And finally, to my boss, Mr. Kofi Ban Ejapon, who's the CEO of YEA. The man is just doing an incredible job at YEA, providing jobs for the TV youth and so on and so forth. So I want to say kudos to Mr. Kofi Ba Japan. Now let me go straight to the issue that we have here. But before then, let me dispel this rumor. You remember Akeseme? For me, I want to see him as a notorious liar when it comes to the issue of propaganda. He has taken that to a different level. I have someone who sells SIM card and then rechargeable cards there at Sefi. You also Sefi. Jenasi. The person just confirmed that it is 15 cedis. So I don't know where Akesime is getting this facts from. It's an election year, and his boss John Mahama has said that during the election year, they lie more times. They lie. That is all that they lie to win power. So I'm not surprised that he is on that target. And also, remember the person who just spoke, the one who said he's calling from, Cape Coast. Yes, Cape Coast. That person too is an NDC person. So obviously, this thing will come up, and it will not be different that you say something different from what Akesime and the NDC people are trying to propagate. I'm not saying that what Hayford is saying, I'm not saying it is true or not, but from where I am also sitting, someone who also sells this thing is telling me that it is 15 cedis. They sell it at 15 cedis. So I'm yet to complete where exactly Akesime is getting his from. Now, again, the issue
your time, your time. I can give you only 30 minutes to go, okay?
30 seconds, you mean?
30 seconds, because your time is
30 minutes. You don't like 30 minutes.
30 seconds.
5 minutes.
Oh, 30 seconds. I have to take it. I have to go, because there are other people waiting, so we have to.
Oh, but you said you give me 30 minutes, and I'm saying that you just give me 5 minutes instead of 30 minutes.
You make your point quickly.
All right. So the NDC always throwing out this baseless allegation that MPP is planning to plotting to raid the election. That is what they always say. So I also want to ask that in 2016, did they also try rigging the election that it didn't work? Let me tell you, the sovereign will of the people stands to, no matter what you do, no matter the machination, just like what they did, because they did so 2008, they did so 2012. So they thought 2016 it will work for them. Unfortunately, it didn't work for them, and they are not learning anything out of it. Instead of them putting all their systems together, they are rather on a rampage, spewing all sort of allegations and insulting the elderly. Instead of them insulting the elderly, which brings cases to them, they should rather channel their energy into their campaign. Since they have failed to even market their own candidate, Now they have resorted to spewing lies, always trying to create disaffection for the what do you call it, the electoral commission. Electoral commission did not crash your system. They should put your house in order. Not that, look at MPP's strong room. When we are busy collecting results, if you look at our system, they are using, what do you call it, techno. They are using this flash screen, the screen. It's only three screen. And you think that you can use that to win an election. Just go and put your ass together.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nab. I've given you ample time this morning. Thank you. Wow. Are we politicizing
the SIM card purchase? I find it quite interesting, though. Maybe we should have a neutral person, but it shouldn't be. I mean, we're talking about the price of a SIM card, which used to be 1 Ghana cedis. It would make a lot of sense if it's about 10 cedis now.
I don't know if any of our cameramen, have you bought a SIM card in recent times? You haven't. Boss, have you also bought a SIM card? Not you too. Okay, I wish that somebody in-house would have experienced it for us to know if it's true or it's not true. But we have another person.
Yeah, we have George on Zoom. Good morning, George. How are you doing?
Fine, by God's grace. And how are you too?
I'm very well. Thanks for asking. You want to speak to us?
Yeah, it's about the SIM card issue.
All righty.
Maybe I would like to put it to finality. By God's grace, I'm fine.
Oh, thanks for asking.
Can you mute your TV and speak to us via Zoom, please?
I live at Severioso. I actually work at Severioso. And there was a time I went and bought a SIM. I wanted to change my SIM. I registered it for my boy. My boy, he was in school. So the lady at the office told me there was shortage of SIM. I should go to a nearby. When I went there, it was sold to me for 50 cedis. So I didn't like it, and I threatened that I will report them to the police. So that was where I saw them coming down, and they told me they also go for it from Kumasi. So somebody also sell it to them for commission. So they take their interest out of it. So it could be true, it may be true, but then I could see that there are some people somewhere who are trying to take advantage of the system.
Right.
So that is all that I can say.
Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right. Thank you very much, George, for sharing your experience with us. And George draws our attention to something very important. It looks like the individuals who are doing their business are probably, the ones that are selling it for 80 Ghana cedis. That's what it looks like. And so, like we always say, we are our own enemies.
Yeah. So what we will do to put all the rumors or all the allegations to, what do you call it? What's the right word to use? You put
To sleep.
To sleep.
Yeah.
Is us going to investigate ourselves. That way, whether it's 15 cities, whether it's 10 cities, whether it's 80,
50 cedis or 80
whether
or
it's
100.
50,
I think we have
whether
about
it's
5 different
100,
prices now.
5 different prices. I wish that we had a consistent price. But you see, so the beauty of it is the NDC people that called said 80, 100. The NDC says 10
and
15.
15. And then now, I don't know. We don't know
his
but
grounds,
it's
but
more like a neutral person.
Yes, a neutral person says 50, but it's an individual that he got it from. So, anyway.
I think it also raises a question of, regulatory bodies in the country. It leaves a lot to be said about them. If we cannot have at least an average price or a certain
But I
range.
mean, what happened to us where, that point where we had SIM cards in abundance? Like I said, these yellow kiosks were everywhere. They were, everywhere. Wherever you find yourself, you find a yellow kiosk that you can just walk to the yellow kiosk
I think at the time,
and get yourself a SIM card.
Yeah, I think at the time there was the email. I think we have to go on Zoom.
Okay, please go on Zoom.
Okay, good morning. Unmute and speak to us, please. Unmute. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, please.
Okay, great. Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, please.
Okay, that's nice. Speak to us.
Yeah, please, there have been a comment about this SIM card registration. And I want to make everybody clear. You see, when you are selling something, the wholesale and the resellers, the price is never the same. someone will go to the office to buy the SIM, to come and register. If you want to, and be aware that the office price can never be the same as someone who is doing retail. So I want everybody to understand that in everything you do, we have profit on it. That's someone's business. If you didn't go outside the office to register your SIM, there will be no increment. If you want a good and genuine price for your SIM card, just go to the office, register it, and have a safe thing to do. Because even that, some of them are taking advantage. When you register your SIM, these retailers, some of them are going to use your system to register another SIM, whilst you don't know anything about it. And that, we ourselves here are doing the thing. We have the office. Instead of us to go to the office to register and have a safe discount or anything, we won't. But we'll rather go outside of the office to register. When the increment comes, then we are complaining, which is not good. And everybody should be aware that when you go out to do something, without the office agreement, there will be increments. So they should be aware. Secondly, I want the whole country to know that we should be mindful of whatever we say about this society. Don't just go and sit down somewhere, do something, do your mistake, and come back to come and put it on air that, hey, I'm going through this, I'm going through this. Everybody is going through everything.
Okay.
You should understand too that when you go to the office to buy the SIM, they are not also just going to give them to them like that.
Okay, I think your point has been well made, but there's one question I want to find out from you. How much did you purchase your SIM card?
I think that was 2022.
Okay.
I purchased my SIM card, which is 10 cedis.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for speaking to us, yeah? We appreciate your points. So he purchased this for 10 Ghana cedis. But I think he's also made another point. So he's saying that people are doing business with this, right? So I go to that. I think from what he's saying and from what we have gathered, it looks like the SIM card is being sold from the, telco companies at 10 Ghana cedis.
But my question is, anyway, someone will say times have changed.
Mm-hmm. But make your point.
My question is, what happened to the era? Because I never went to a telco to get a SIM card.
No, but times, like you rightly said, times have changed.
I didn't go to a telco.
Yeah.
I got it from, like I said, the yellow kiosk.
But there was a point.
And all of that there.
There was a point where there were, the emergence of the telcos, right? So it was very easy. In fact, that's why the SIM cards moved from about 300 Ghana cedis at the time to about 15 cedis and 10 cedis and 80 cedis and what have you.
They haven't gone. We still have the telcos. So what changed? Samuel, hi.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Please, I'm good. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Kofi is also fine. Please talk to us.
Yeah, please, concerning the SIM card issue, I'm also at Sehibebieni.
Okay.
And it's 15 cedis. I bought one, I think, less than a month ago.
Okay.
So I don't know what these 80 cedis and 100 cedis issue. I don't know why. Because I experienced it myself.
Did you buy yours from...
I bought it myself.
No, from an individual, or you went to the office?
Well, I went to the office. But I think I bought one for my mom.
Okay.
Outside the office. And it was still, I think that one was 10 cedis.
Okay.
So he baby any. So the guy who was saying he bought it for 80 cedis. Okay, I do not know, but we are in one district. So I don't know where these 80 cedis, 100 cedis is from.
All right.
And me myself, I bought it 15 cedis just last month.
All right. Thank you very much for letting us know this. We are very grateful that you joined us. So you see, 15.
Let me give you one interesting fact. I think regulation in well, I might be generalizing, so let me not go there. But you know, I experienced something similar in Ivory Coast.
Say it.
Yeah, so I was going to say I think regulations are a problem maybe in Africa.
It's not maybe, in Ghana.
Well, but now I'm giving you, I'm going
to a place
now I'm even going beyond Ghana. I'm saying that I experienced a similar thing in Ivory Coast. Yes, in August. So I think two different people were selling the same SIM card from one particular telco at different prices. But I think there are reasons to it. People are making business. You know, they are doing business and they're trying to make money. So I think it boils down to how much profit you're willing to make. Because if you purchase a SIM card at 10 Ghana cedis, and you go through the hassle of trying to register it and re-register it for another person, and you make a profit of 70 Ghana cedis. That's outrageous.
Have you listened to Hassan Ayarige's policies?
What? No, not yet.
Okay, so one of his policies is to make sure that he regulates prices of goods in the market. Right. And I think it's very important. And I was wishing that two of the main political parties, that's the NDC and the NPP, who stand a chance of coming to power, would have had it in their policy. Because regulation is a problem in Ghana.
It is.
And you see, the authorities always let us know that, listen, the cost of the item is cheaper. It's the individuals in the market. So what are you doing about it? Right. If you go to a place like Togo, why do you think our Ghanaians, you know, businessmen and women who sell things from Togo, these Togo clothes, will go to Togo and pick the items? Because there's regulation of prices. And so you can't just get up and just increase your price. It doesn't work like that. Right. Can we ever find ourselves at a level like that? Where people will not just get up and say, oh, my tomatoes is costing 200 cedis. You go to the next table and the person says mine is 60 cedis. And so if you miss the opportunity of the 60 cedi person, you have to spend 200 cedis.
It shouldn't happen. There should be a range.
Anyway, I think there's somebody else.
Yes, let's go over to Zoom. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Sadiq, how are you doing?
Good.
Okay, that's nice. So you want to share your thoughts on which of the issues this morning?
The SIM card.
All right, cool. Speak to us.
I had a friend. He bought it last month. It was 80 cedi.
How much?
From the northern part. 80 cedi.
80 cedis.
Yes.
Where exactly up north?
From northern.
Yeah, where? I mean, northern.
From the north.
It's very big. So where exactly?
Savulugu is 80 cedi. DRA is 80 cedi.
No, I mean, which part of the north did you buy this SIM card?
Savulugu Nanton district.
7 what? I can't hear that. I'm sorry.
Savulugu Nanton district.
Oh, okay. I'm not hearing that, but okay, fine. I'm sure other people will hear you. So, where did your friend buy the SIM card from? Is it from the Is it from the telco office? From a vendor. From a vendor. Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. So 80 cedis is what you bought it for. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he has a friend that bought it from a vendor for 80 Ghana cedis. I think it still boils down to regulation.
So boils down to regulation. Can something be done about it? You know, some of the companies have a beautiful way of regulating prices. I'll give it to especially the drink companies. At a point in time, and the ice cream companies, at a point in time, yogurt was being sold at a certain price. They did billboards across board and made everybody know that this is the price you have to buy for, whether you like it or not. So when you go and you're a retailer and you go and purchase it at the wholesale and you bring it on the market and it's supposed to be 1 cedi 50 pesos and you decide to sell it at 5 cedi, I can tell you that it's not 5 cedis. They did it for, I think Coca-Cola also did the same thing, said the bottle was 1 cedi 50 pesos at a point.
Yeah.
And you can't increase the price because that's what they say it is. So if the telcos know that the price is supposed to be 1 cedi, do billboards and put across. Insist that it's sold. So maybe the people come, the wholesalers come, the retailers come and buy from you at 1 cedi. And you say, okay, this is the profit margin on it. and you can only sell it at this. I remember again. Sorry, I'm talking. You pick a call.
Okay, let's speak to Wisdom. Let's speak to Wisdom. Good morning, Wisdom. How are you?
Good morning,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, that's nice.
On this issue, it's not only the same experience I want to share, but I got the same earlier this year for 20 cities.
Okay.
That's the registration and everything, 20 cities in Tema, Michelle campaign.
Okay.
I also had an experience with the police reports from Nima police station. And when you're going for these reports, you're not supposed to pay anything. But we were told that if we want it within a certain period, then we have to pay 400 cedis to get a report. And these are common practices that are going on. So what we are facing economically are self-inflicted issues. These inflation issues, they are self-inflicted. And it's the private sector. If government tries to regulate, people will start talking again that the government is dictating to the private sector again. With the example my sister gave, with a fine milk giving a price, yes, still, when you go out, people were selling it beyond that. Coca-Cola will say it is 150 pesos, but people were still selling it for 3 cedis. So these are the realities we are facing in the country.
Right.
It has nothing to do with MPP or NDC, but we, the individuals, are deciding to exploit ourselves. And it's a cycle. If you exploit me, I'll also exploit you. And there will be hardship in this country. So we must, first of all, think of ourselves. The politicians do not suffer. We will suffer. So we must think of ourselves and do things right. We don't need the politician to come and tell us to do the right things. Yes, we all want margins on our products, but we should be reasonable with the margin we put on our products. You don't go and buy an item and put a 400% margin on it. That is not the right way to do things in this country. We shouldn't blame the politician, but we should be mindful. On the issue of the rigging, both NPP and NDC have nothing to tell us. I don't see how elections should be rigged in this country. When everything is being done from the polling station, agents are there, and it's being communicated, passed on to the next stage. If you come to tell me that you lost an election because it was rigged in favor of your opponent, I think as a political party, they are not serious.
All right. Thank you very much, Wisdom, for sharing your thoughts with us. I think we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing, bro?
Good morning, bro.
Okay. So speak to us. Which of the issues do you want to tackle this morning?
I wanted to talk about the rigging matter, but that one is not more relevant to this discussion. So let me go back to the SIM card. The SIM card is more important to me.
Okay.
So they say, as for the SIM card, it's very true that people even buy as high as 150 Ghana cedi, depending on where you are buying.
That's a different price altogether.
I'm telling you, I'm talking from
experience, personal experience.
Recently, I went home. I'm from Gunglugu district, a small village called Bimbago, to be precise. So when I went there, one of my brother's wife went and bought a SIM card. He said they pay 100 Ghana cedi.
Wow.
Some too went and bought and said they pay 150. So I asked them what accounted to the 50 cedi difference. They said the agent said he will register the mobile money in addition to the other registration, so it's 150. If you want to buy the SIM raw like that with only the registration without mobile money, it is 100 cedi. And I was like, how can you register mobile money or your SIM and still collect 50 cedi in addition? So it depends on where you are coming from and the kind of agent you are dealing with, then your price will be different.
I see.
So this SIM card issue, then we need to look at it again. I was thinking that I was the only person who was having a problem with this. I was trying to see how I would make this head.
Okay.
But today that we are discussing on the TV, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Okay.
So they just will look at it once again and then.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts with us, Charlie. This one is different, girl.
I hear we have a queue.
150.
We have a queue on Zoom. That tells you how people feel about some of these things.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was saying. How are they able to regulate how much one is supposed to charge or mobile money transfer? But you can't regulate the price of SIM card. Is it not the same telcos?
Wow. Anyway, let's see. Let's go back to Zoom.
All right, Joseph, hi. Hello, Joseph. Can you hear me, Joseph? Can you hear me, Joseph? Okay, it looks like 4G is doing his thing again. Kofi, see, I don't know. But it's one thing that I wish that one day our leaders will take into consideration how to regulate prices of goods on the market.
It's doable.
Because the thing is that whether you like it or not, it makes a sitting government unpopular. It makes you unpopular. And so you ought to think about your future. Because when you're able to regulate the prices, people will not tell you cost of living is too expensive. Yeah. Because the prices are regulated. But if I go somewhere and I'm buying oil for 500 cedis, and I go to another place and the oil is at 200, like I said, maybe 20 people went. And out of the 20, 16 bought 500. Only 4 bought 200.
Obviously, we're sticking with 16.
Anyway, PC, hi, good morning. Hello, PC. Can you hear us, PC? All right, so 4G is still doing. So we are talking about SIM card. Are they are they messing up with our network? Wow. Anyway, so for me, I think that they can regulate it if they want to. We have seen them do it before. We saw it. We saw it in 2016, 2015, and all of that. So why can't they do it? Anyway, please take the next.
Let's speak to our very last caller. Good morning, Boache. How are you doing, bro? Hello, Boache. Can you hear us?
By the grace of God, I'm doing very well. And
okay.
Yourself?
We are very good here. Thanks so much for asking.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. This morning, I would like to say a very good morning to incoming John Dramani Mahama, and then a very good morning to my incoming Member of Parliament for Achimansa, Reverend Alfred Oseipoku. My brother, this depicts a failed administration, because here we are this morning speaking about the cost of a SIM card. This election has already been won by the NDC, and it was declared by...
Unfortunately, I think, we cannot continue.
You cannot talk about SIM card. You said have your internet flowing. It's a lie. We will teach you, Pepe. We will show you, Pepe.
Anyway.
We'll show you, Pepe.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so I think we have... Let's see if this one will be better.
Yeah, let's try. Good morning, Simon. Hi.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, my brother. Nice having you. We hope that your internet doesn't mess up. Speak to us.
Yes, sure. This is good for my end.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on this matter? I mean, we have, 2 issues on board. The NDC's allegations.
I will speak on the same issue.
Okay.
I think we've heard a lot of issues from our own very listeners. Mm-hmm. But my problem is it depends on the geographical location that you have. Mm-hmm. And there were times I used to buy SIM from the local vendors. But what I realized was they were only registering the SIM. Mm-hmm. But now it comes with 2 folds. When you buy a SIM, they have integrated the mobile money aspect to that. So they register the SIM. That is for your identity and then the mobile money aspect. And this is making the price hiking like that, because I bought a SIM for about 40 cedis, and they told me they will register my mobile money on top. But first, I used to just buy the SIM and go to the office and do the mobile money registration. Okay. So I think, from my perspective, that has also made the price to be shooting up like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for sharing yours with us. Let's talk to Eben. Good morning, brother. How are you doing?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Unfortunately, Ibn's network is messing up, so we can't.
I said, your network will not work again. You cannot be complaining about issues about network, and then they'll give you free network to continue. Anyway, let's try the last one. If this one doesn't work, then we know that this one did. Ajita. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Talk to us. Unmute yourself and talk to us. Hello?
Alrighty.
Where you are?
Network issues this morning. Them
collect
it have collect our
They just made us aware that they are the masters of the game. We cannot sit here and be chastising them and have free flow and continue. It's a lie. They've taken us off.
Yeah, but it's very interesting, the revelations that have been made this morning. I think that we all have a part to play. And when I say that, I mean everyone. You know, the telcos, the bodies that are supposed to be in charge of regulations are supposed to, do their job. And you and I also have to do our job, Roslyn.
Yeah, we do have to do our job. And talking about that, we have a lot also coming your way today on Prime Morning. Of course, we have trends that is coming up. We have sports as well. And we have other conversations that you don't want to miss. My name is Roslyn Felly. His name is
Kofi Hayford.
Do stay with us. We'll be right back after this.